Base game start first, right? It's base game into DLC, third one, full coin flip. That's the setup. Now, players do not get to choose. We just decided, you know what, full coin flip just is better. It's more fun for the viewers as well. And we have Estelle and Estelle Stars of Darkness. So double Estelle for center square. That's pretty tough.
Dang.
And immediately Ness pulling out a notepad here to write down possible synergies, I'm assuming. Trying to see like what she should be keeping track of. Maybe a list of like a nice to-do list, you know, of like, okay, these are things that I really, really want to focus on. This is when I should upgrade maybe. Because we were talking about yesterday, actually, I did a practice match with CBD, and we were talking about base game specifically having a little bit of like a paced out upgrade path, right? You don't, like, there's no problem necessarily, depending on the board, to just fully upgrade in the very beginning. But there's some boards where it's like you kind of want to like stagger it out a little bit, where you go for like a +9 smithing, and then you're like, okay, well, let me go now for a +15, and now I'll go for like the full +24. You know, like you just kind of like slowly lean into it because you want to try and get things in between rather than just travel a bunch early game, give up a bunch of early game squares to your opponent, and then be super strong, but then also be behind on board presence. And so now you're scrambling just to make up the time.
Right, exactly, yeah. I mean, I think, you know, one part of that is just that, like, okay, if I go from +5 to +9, how many hits am I really saving against, you know, this boss? It's probably going to save me maybe like 3 hits, you know, but I'd rather just get the square right now, you know?
Yeah.
So there's like, the, you know, every sort of like set of squares, whether it's early game, mid game, or late game, has sort of like this like sweet spot of when you might want to go for it. And, you know, depending on how many of those early game, mid game, or late game squares there are on the board, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking here at the board as well, by the way. I'm not sure if you're in the board here, Josh. Could always send you the board here as well. Here, let me get like a screenshot for you real quick while we're at it.
I have it up on their streams as well.
Oh, you do? Okay, never mind then. Perfect.
Yeah.
That works. Pretty much what I'm seeing here is a very strong Radahn setup, if I'm being honest. This is a bit of a Radahn board. We have Kill 5 Bosses in Kaled or Dragon Barrow. We have Crucible Knights, which are in the southern area as well, like in Necron, those double Crucible Knights right before Valiant Gargoyles they can go for. You have Radahn without summons. You have Finger Slayer Blade. So like you have Memory of Grace, 75,000 runes or 65,000 runes. Like there's a lot you can do with Radahn here very early on that makes him really, really strong. We have Ancestor Spirit down there as well. They can just rush with that. So
yeah, definitely.
I'm expecting an early Radahn personally.
Yeah, I mean it's also, you know, it's on a diagonal. So, you know, getting one of those early diagonals can be very, very powerful.
Yeah. No, exactly. Okay, looks like that both players have picked different classes as well, by the way. Looks like that Nessanetta is going for the, I forget what this is. This was like a stone sword. I forget what exactly what this is. It's a great sword.
It's a great sword, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a basic smithing great sword. And Tom here going for the Beastman's Cleaver.
Yeah, and I believe there was another weapon on this class as well that he unequipped. I don't know if this was like the dual-wielding class. I actually can't tell. But, yeah, I mean, getting started here, very different starts right away. I wonder if that was just for the stats or if Tom actually does like the cleaver here.
It's a heavy curved sword, I believe, right? Great sword or something. It's got the weird...
The curved great sword?
Yeah, it's got the weird moveset. It's got that weird, like, kind of dancey moveset, if you will.
Right, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we'll see how this plays out
right
for
into
them.
It here. Yeah, what do you think they're eyeballing just, like, right away?
I mean, for me personally, like, I like the same thing that I did yesterday versus CBD, right? We almost had a similar-ish kind of board as, like, I just went straight for Radahn off the rip. I upgraded to 15.
Would you just like, skip the Millicent Invader here?
I honestly, I might, because Millicent Invader here is only on, you know, kind of a weak square position on the board, and Radahn here being a corner square and giving you a lot of access to other things. I don't know. I kind of like this Radahn over the Millicent. You give Millicent up, but you get a head start on Radahn. You do get money, however, with Millicent, so it's kind of like, yeah, I don't think you lose too much time with Millicent either. You know what I mean? Like, if you go for it, it's not the biggest time sink. You know what I mean? Because you get money to level up to use your weapon. You get money to also upgrade your weapon if need be. So it's kind of tough, for sure.
Yeah, and I think if they had started with, like, claws, then maybe Millicent would be like something you definitely don't go for, because then you know, like the early Radahn would be much more of a threat. But because they don't have that status effect going here, you know, I feel like we're a little less likely to see that just instant, you know, Radahn.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I'm expecting here a Rot Grease pickup potentially as well from the Kayla tunnel. That seems to be like a nice fallback. You also have the Rot Grease in Lake of Rot as well, you know, for Radahn, for like the early Radahn kill. But yeah, both of them pretty much going for the exact same Grace setup here right now. Agil Lake North Grace, right? And then we'll see where they deviate from there. Do they just rush Millicent right away? Do they just, you know, go for upgrading instead?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, you know, what else do we have going here? We've got 2 tunnels or precipice dungeons as well, you know, as far as early game stuff goes. So that's certainly another option that they could be going for here. Especially, I mean, there's technically that synergy with Magma Worm as well, with the precipice. Yeah,
I mean, there, but also Magma Worm in Kaled too, right? That's a tunnel. We do have complete 2 tunnels or precipices as well. So yeah, both Magma Worms being in tunnels or precipices, you could technically do both. But yeah, it looks like that NPT is immediately going to be going for that Millicent Invader here. Grabbing Torrent, going straight towards Iona. And yeah, Ness not going for it, actually going mountaintops. Going to be grabbing some money from the looks of it instead to try and get a wieldable weapon going before going for Millicent, because I believe she's just like, you know what, I might lose out on this race. Let me just go ahead and just not get sniped and just do this instead. Honestly, not a bad idea. You know, sometimes you want to forego really, really rushable squares because, you know, you don't want to set yourself up to immediately fail minute 1, you know, in case that does happen. That's kind of like a bad mental start, if you will. You know, it's the same with like, if I'm like facing Chris on like Tree Sentinel +0, I'm like, you know what, I might lose this. What if I just go for something else? And that way, like, I don't feel bad if I do lose out on that. I could probably still get it, but I might not, you know?
Right, yeah. And then, you know, if you are committing to something like this and you get sniped on it, and a great kill from Tom there. He did get a heal on Millicent there, but it was still very, very efficient.
Yeah. Now he gets the Gracer, too.
Don't even remember what I was saying, but yeah. Like, they did a great job on Tom's part there.
What do you think this thing is that's hanging off of Tom's headset, by the way? Is that just like some like extra receiver?
I was looking at that earlier.
It's like some extra info receiver.
Yeah, that's his brain augmentation. It makes his brain work twice as fast, actually.
Yeah, it just gets extra like oxygen, right? It just has like a little like dangle.
Yeah.
You know, old.
It's better reception with that.
Yeah. Very interesting.
And Ness is here in round table, you know, getting herself set up here a bit. Meanwhile, Tom is sort of making his way to those upgrade materials, and then from here, we'll see if he ends up going straight towards Radahn.
I'm assuming so, and I'm surprised, like I said yesterday, that no one really, if they do go for the Radahn, just in general, don't grab the Cragblade Ash of War. That's like really close nearby. It's really, really solid, and I think it would save you a lot of headache, you know?
Especially over the course of a 2-hour match. We're only 5 minutes in, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Or potentially 2-hour match, I guess. But I can see actually on Tom's stream side here that he has his mouse on the Radahn without summoning NPCs square. So I think that is most likely going to be the next square he ends up going for.
Yeah, no, that's I mean, like I said, it's a very powerful square on this board for sure. It gets you a lot of different things. Memory of Grace, Radahn, without summons, you know, the Kaled Dragon Barrow bosses. And also, I think in this case, if you do get both Radahn and Memory of Grace, you're looking at a pretty sweet column 4 here already off the rip.
Yeah, definitely. That is a huge threat there.
You got Ancestor Spirit downstairs, right? And then you got Dragonheart bosses. I mean, Dragonheart bosses does have Magma Worm, which is also a Kaled boss. You know, so I don't know. This column 4 is extra juicy. I feel like for sure. This column 4 has a lot of synergistic plays, intertwined, if you will.
Not to mention Somberstone, Bellbearing 1 and 2 here for another Kaled synergy.
Yeah.
There is a lot of Kaled synergy going on here, actually.
This is a very strong Kaled board for sure. And Ness
We can see
and...
the pathings lining up here.
Yeah, they're both kind of like grabbing the Rot Grease here, and it looks like that Tom might be going for the Falling Beast, or at least grabbing the Smithing 5s, whereas Ness is not. She grabs the Rot Grease and leaves immediately, and might be thinking of like, okay, I'm going to go and get the Radahn Grace now, and maybe do Radahn with lesser upgrades. They both still have to go to Altus, by the way, and unlock a Grace first before the festival even starts. So Tom does have a closer Grace to the Teleporter, but doesn't have... an Altus Grace just yet. But it looks like Ness is actually looking to maybe going for the Magma Worm boss here over Radahn, which honestly, I don't necessarily mind, because you also, it's a Katana check.
Katana check, it blocks row 2 as well.
Yeah.
Starts getting some progress on the column 2 and a diagonal. I think this is a very solid play. As long as she can prevent Tom from running away with column 4 if he does end up going for that Radahn kill. Tom's here in at gate front. He's
checking
doing the
for a
greatsword.
Yeah.
May not be the happiest with his ooh, Letta, yuck.
Yeah, that's not great at all. That's pretty bad stats here.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he went for this class for
stats. With this. Yeah, yeah.
I'm assuming because of the 30-inch square that's on here. The 30-inch square on the board, they probably... At least Tom might have gone for a class that just has higher int, so he doesn't have to level as much, you know?
Makes it a lot easier for him to get the Memory of Grace square and the 30 int, which is important on this board specifically because they are on the same line.
Yep. Exactly. But yeah, no, Ness focusing on Magma Worm instead here. Again, I don't think it's a bad idea. She gets
this way for upgrades. That makes sense.
Yeah. Grabs the Golden Seed. Some more Smithing 4s here for Ness. This allows her to not have to go towards the chair and Radahn teleporter, but instead grab Smithing 4s into the tunnel, which is really nice.
That is really nice, yeah.
So we'll see how this goes now.
Tom is finishing up his upgrade line here. While Ness is going to be going into this Magma Worm fight, I think.
Is that a +0 with Rot Grease? Is that right? I think so.
I think that's what we're seeing, yeah.
Which is honestly not bad.
It should be fine, yeah.
Yeah. Well, how much does this Magma Worm drop, though? I really don't know, actually. This is probably like, I don't know, 8,000 maybe. It's not that much. I know that.
I feel like 8,000 is a good guess. You know what? I'm going to go 8,001.
A little bit of Price is Right action here. This is a little tough here for Ness. She just applied the Rot Grease, but she can't even get any build-up because right now Magma Worm is just running around. Okay, we got yellow damage. We got yellow.
Yeah,
that's
not the
bad.
worst.
As long as we get the Rot proc.
Carry really hard on this fight as soon as that actually procs here.
Yep. Nice little jump there. There's a stagger.
Try to get the Rot proc.
Very nice, yeah. Okay, huge.
Avoiding the riposte is very good time save on this fight.
Yep. Has to be careful not to get tagged here because I do believe she is in one-shot range. Haligtree here now from Tom as well. He's going for a lot more prep than I expected for this Radahn square. I'm not going to lie because I don't remember exactly when I killed Radahn when I booked it with +15, but I was around the 9-minute mark. So this is definitely a little bit of a longer Radahn setup than I expected. I don't know. Maybe he thought because he went for Millicent, he's like, you know what, Radahn isn't a rush for me necessarily, because if Ness just completely goes for Radahn without going for Millicent, he's going to lose that race, so he'd rather just completely set up rather than, you know, try and get too greedy and go for both early on.
Yeah, that's fair. And, you know, not to mention just looking at the board, there is not a lot of collection going on this board, like, at all. It's the Ghost and Glovewort Bell Bearings. It's the Finger Slayer Blade, which technically is just also a lot of killing. It's Somberstone Bell Bearings. Like, a lot of it is just defeating bosses. And so setting up, having the damage early on kind of does make sense.
There we go.
If
nice.
You're going to be fighting a lot. Yeah, that was great. Great job, Ness. Does get one of those 3 Dragonheart bosses
Starline
as well as
Sword. Okay, wait, actually, Starline Sword, which is the katana from the DLC, not the worst idea here because
30 int synergy?
30 int synergy, exactly. You know, that's really not that bad. You do need a little bit of intelligence to wield the Starline Sword. It's the On's katana. I mean, rock it. Why not? You know, go for it. Go crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's my personal favorite katana, but katanas have bleed on them and bleed good. So,
Bleed,
you know.
Pog.
Or I should say most of them, you know. But the ones that don't, you know, we never use anyways.
Yeah. Now, this is looking really, really good. So she's going to see the Letta sword here, most likely. Going to go to Weeping, actually. Tom here still setting up. I believe he's going to be going for the Somber Stone Bell Bearing. Or Wormface. Maybe he's going for Wormface here. They're both really close nearby.
It could even just be both. Because, yeah, with them being so close, there is some soft synergy there, right?
Or... Okay, wait, he has a lot of money set up. Is he just going to try and buy some stuff and then go for... He's doing a quick weapon check. Is he going to Memory of Grace here? No.
Okay, hold on.
Highway Junction. Back to... Oh, no, round table, sorry. Okay, this is the second tunnel here from Ness.
Getting a tunnel here.
Yeah, it's 2 tunnels. So this is actually a really good play here from Ness. She's going to try and close out on the 2 tunnels on row 5 here. Really not a bad idea. Grafted Blade Greatsword, by the way, in the shop here for Enya. Uchigatana is there as well. Some really juicy weapons, but it looks like that Tom's going to be going for the Bonnie Butchering Knife over all the options. Grafted Blade Greatsword does have pretty high stat requirements, but Uchigatana, I mean, how could you say no to that?
Wait, unless he's actually sticking with the Golem Halberd.
Oh.
I saw him equip it here.
Yeah.
24 strength. That's looking like some Goldberg Hallam is what I just tried to say.
That's
looking like some Golem Halberd action.
Some Holem Galberd. Oh, yeah, here we go. Scaly Misbegotten fight here. Going to be a second tunnel for Ness in just a moment here. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. This is definitely not what I expected, if I'm being honest. There is no Killa Remembrance Boss with a Colossal Weapon on the board, so I guess he just really likes that weapon.
I've seen it used in some like no-hit runs before, and it you know, the damage is great. And there's that second tunnel. Great job, Ness. I am not used to seeing like Tom not being the one to go for all the rush squares, you know?
Yeah, I think he's just very much setting up here. We are in Redmane Castle now. I think he is going to go for Radahn. I think for Ness, you can see she's a little frustrated because she did Magma Worm Boss and also Scaly Misbegotten. I think she's a little annoyed because she was hoping those were both weapon checks, right? Being like, oh, can I get a good weapon? Can I get a good weapon? Got Starline Sword, which obviously is not the best katana, but with 30 int, really not that bad. But also then the Death Knight Long-Haft Axe, not the greatest either, right? So you're not really getting like the good, like Omen Killer Cleaver, you know? Like that would have been the perfect weapon for her in this case. So now, I mean, she did kill a Dragonheart boss, right? The Magma Worm. So at least she has something in her pocket here. Going to be going for some of the upgrades. And we'll see what she does after that. But not for now. For Tom here, went to Radahn, but then ported out again, going for Wormface first after seeing tunnels. Being like, okay, row 5 could be a little scary. Let me kill Wormface real quick.
I think that's a smart play to set up the diagonal threat and block row 5. I was just thinking to myself that, you know,
row 5,
if Ness gets a little more, you know, traction here on row 5, that could be a big threat for Tom. But Tom is going to be taking that out like right away.
Yeah. Oh, he's got to be careful. Deathblade is building up. He's a little over halfway here. Does get the stagger though on Wormface. Has to be careful because he doesn't know exactly where those clouds are on the ground. Gets Wormface really low here, though. Goes for Charge Dart 2. Misses. Head Slam coming in.
It's also just so dark around here. It's so hard to, like, exactly see at night.
There it is. Wormface spewing a bit more, but Tom getting some nice attacks in here. Gets another stagger. That should be it. Wormface dead here for Tom. That's it. 2 for 2 now on the board. That'll tell Ness, like, okay. And she doing a little bit of an O phase, not expecting that Wormface.
Yeah, maybe she was hoping to get that.
Which is interesting.
Row 5. Tom just instantly porting to Redmane Castle to go for that Radahn, though.
Yeah, see, now I think, like, because now Ness kind of gave away that she's not been setting up for Radahn, And now she's going for Radahn. So, like, Tom kind of getting a little bit of both, right? Getting the Worm Face block, but now also going for Radahn on top of that. So that's definitely going to be
kind of cashing
tough.
in on some split progress here.
Yeah.
He split the progress towards Radahn and then did something fast and then, you know, pivoted right back to the Radahn. It's a very, very powerful play from Tom.
He's pretty much punishing Ness for not doing Radahn earlier. He's pretty much being like, you know what, I gave you enough time here. I was setting up to see what was going to happen, and instead, now it's still open. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go cash in on this Radahn summons without summons kill, and really open up the rest of the map for myself.
The concern that I have, you know, for Ness in her position here is that Tom, I believe, is more set up. You know, he took the time to go and get some more upgrade materials, and so there is a definite potential for Tom to kind of run away with some of these combat squares while Ness is forced to set up herself.
Oh, I think we see maybe a Cragblade pick up here from Ness, though.
Okay.
Cool. Finally.
It's so fast. Like, why not?
It's
right?
Yeah, it's literally right here. And you get like one of the best Ashes of War in the game, in my opinion. Increases
There's
your
almost no
damage
reason
by
not to get
flat,
it.
and also increases poise damage, you know? You see the Rot Grace right now on the Golem Halberd.
Yeah, Tom going right into this Radahn fight.
A little scary entry there for a second, not gonna lie for me.
Yeah, Tom didn't do the despawning thing. He just runs straight in because it's a little faster.
Just a little smidge. Nice RNG, though, here for Tom. Gets the Rod proc as well on Radahn. Should be getting a stagger here very soon with this Colossal weapon. Gonna have the transitional attack here. Shockwave. Oh, no, gets the stagger first. Does get the riposte. Very nice. I don't know if this is going to be a one cycle. But it'll be pretty close.
I'm thinking he will have to deal with just a little bit. Actually, maybe more than just a little bit of phase 2.
Yeah, because he staggered the slam down attack, he doesn't get those extra attacks in. Pops the golden falcon.
Regardless of what happens, the Rot should help take out the rest of that health bar.
Yep.
Even if he does get some bad RNG.
This will give him Radahn without summons and also 65k Memory of Grace. I'm assuming he's going to do a little bit of 2-for-1 deal on that one. Ness here now going to be trying to go for... Oh, there is Colossal. I'm just blind.
Oh, there is the Colossal. Yeah. Okay. I completely missed that as well. Yeah, okay. I mean,
I did not see that for some reason. I don't know how I didn't see it, but it's right there.
And let's see if that Memory of Grace comes out right away. Although he does have more than the 65k required, he might level a little bit first.
Yeah.
Yep. Getting a... Yeah, there it is. Getting a 3-for-1 here.
That's tough.
What an incredibly powerful play for Tom.
And that's what I was saying. Whoever goes for Radahn first, man, it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be a big deal, whoever goes for Radahn first. I mean, that was a pretty strong play here for sure. And now Ness has to try and figure out, okay, like, what do we do here? What do we do here? How do we deal with from going from a tied game to 5-2, a 3-square lead right now for Tom? Tom can go for Crucible Knight, Misbegotten Warrior duo right afterwards too. You know,
yeah,
for Ness, she can't do that, right? She can't do that right now because she just activated an Altus Grace, so she's kind of stuck with Radahn first until she kills him.
Ooh, you're right. Yep. And she is going to Halig Tree here to finish her setup. Meanwhile, Tom can just kind of like neutralize the rest of Ness's threats. He can go and take out the rest of the Somberstone Bell Bearings if he wants to. And, you know, neutralize that row 3, column 2. Let's see what else he does.
Tom going to be going for, a Somberstone 1 and 2. And maybe then cashing on Kaled bosses at some point. We'll see. This is definitely a strong start here for Tom. Very strong start.
Yeah, Tom's playing great. Amazing that he saw like the synergies there and, you know, paired up all of his squares the way that he has. Like, really well done from Tom.
Nice Falling Star Beast damage too. Gets the stagger immediately.
Getting the stagger right away. Oh my god. Maybe Golem Halberd's goated.
And it's Colossal, so the poise damage is definitely through the roof. I mean, that's for sure, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Even just with R1s, it's doing great.
Very strong.
Yeah, and those crouch R1s are a lot faster than you would expect too.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of like a weird thing with Giant Crusher and some of the other colossal weapons. The crouch R1s are like insanely quick, and you can really just micro stagger the heck out of a lot of enemies. You know, like you got the Misbegottens, like any duelists just really have a really hard time with colossal weapons for sure. So I'm expecting that very soon here. We're going to be seeing Somberstone Bell Bearings 1 and 2 here being marked from Tom in just a bit. And then maybe finishing out those Kaled bosses, or going to be going for the Crucible Misbegotten duo, because it is a Kaled boss, but also its own square here, so...
Yeah, I mean, something I really like about the way Tom has played this match so far is everything that he's done has built advantage towards another square. So there's very little wasted time here, you know, like he got other squares, but like while he was getting those squares, he set up advantage on, you know, the Somberstone square here, and obviously set up advantage on Crucible Knight Misbegotten Warrior duo as well. Like, very efficient gameplay here.
Yeah. All right. Is the Golem Halberd, is that strike damage, by the way? Guess we'll find out here in just a second. I don't think it is.
Yeah, I actually don't know.
It is kind of a chunky weapon, though.
I feel like it's probably standard, if I had to guess.
Yeah, it's standard, yeah.
Meanwhile, Ness is going for Dragonheart bosses, looks like.
Yeah, honestly, not a bad call at all. Trying to block out that that column 4 that's looking a little scary there, but also the row 3, which already Tom is working on. He's going to be marking Somberstone Bell Bearings in just a moment here, so that this Dragonheart boss's pickup is actually really, really good. She already has the Magma Worm, so Agheel would be a nice pick right afterwards, then whatever else afterwards, after that Agheel pick.
Of course,
maybe sets her up for a
completely
tint.
trolling here.
Yeah. There we go, 6-2 now. This
Nicely
tells her,
done
though, this
from
is the right
Tom.
move. Should be getting a stagger here very soon, unless Agheel is being a little bit of a butt.
A goober, perhaps?
A goober, perhaps? Mayhaps? And no,
Oh,
Tom...
no, unlucky whiff.
Tom immediately being like, okay, I have a 4-square lead. I'm going to full upgrade now. And immediately goes for Lake of Rod here, grabbing the Somber 7 and 8.
Did we see what weapon he plans on investing that into?
I'm assuming he's just going to stick to the halberd, if I'm being honest here. Golem halberd, man. I mean, it's putting in work.
I thought the halberd was a standard smithing.
It is a standard smithing, but you can use the drop, remember? You can auto-upgrade here. So just grab these.
Of course, yeah.
Auto-upgrade, and
Yeah.
then drop it and pick it up again. You know, just make it easier for yourself.
Right, yeah. That is a big game changer for the format, I feel like, is being able to just pivot into something else a little bit easier.
Yeah.
If you want to. Or, you know, obviously take these and, you know, use them to indirectly upgrade your regular smithing stone weapon. I think that's great.
All right, we're seeing Uchigatana here being focused on by Ness, which I don't think is a bad idea at all. I think Uchigatana is obviously a great weapon, but I am wondering to see like what she's going to be doing next, because she has 2 Dragonheart bosses. I don't think Exyx is really to be considered. I mean, it could technically, because it is a dragon and it's a Kaled boss.
Yeah.
You could technically make that argument that is still a valuable thing. If you had a fire weapon, I would really consider it. But it looks like Leering of the Lakes here for Tom right now as well. Not going to be doing Kaled bosses anymore, but instead maybe focusing on some other things that are a little bit faster. I think Physic Tier might be on the menu at some point here for Tom. He does like doing that.
Yeah.
Build that diagonal potentially, you know? Dropping all of his weapons.
Yeah, he's definitely setting up a threat.
Golem Halberd at plus 22.
And he did use the stones on the Letta sword, so he did actually manage to, you know, get some usefulness out of the Letta sword, even though he's not going to end up using it.
Wait, is she actually considering Exyx here?
I think she's going for Exyx.
Wow. Okay, you know what? Respect. Genuinely, this is good. This is good money here, and gets her a Dragonheart boss and a Kaled boss. This is a ballsy move. But honestly, if you get this, you know, you're kind of chilling.
Damage.
It is yellow damage. It would stamp uppercut. Sadly, no square off here. If we had Fire Grease, this would be really, really nice, because Exyx is weak to fire. The only thing that she really has to be
close.
careful of is the big rot cloud that Exyx makes at like, I would say 75% health around there. When he spews the giant rock cloud.
Yeah, I mean it's massive, and it does, you know, tick damage in addition to the rot buildup as well. So you can't just tank the rot for it. You actually do have to run away.
Yep. Okay, interesting. We're seeing tree spirits here now for Tom.
Okay.
I don't know why. Oh, Exyx phased out. He's a little too far away from home.
Classic. I'm trying to think about like the geography of Mount Gelmir and think about if he could maybe plan to pivot this into Mount Gelmir Hero's Grave.
Oh, he could be. I do wonder why.
I don't think there's like a faster way to do that necessarily.
Why aren't we using the Uchikatana here though versus Exyx for the bleed? Is what I'm wondering. Oh, she swapped to it right now. Goes for R1's slashing damage. Okay. That's good. That's good damage actually.
Oh my god. Okay, that I expected this fight to take a long time, but
here comes the AoE.
Here...
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Okay, I think we got out in time.
That was good.
Tree spirit down
I
here
didn't know
for
this.
Tom.
It looks like the AoE is much smaller if you go behind him, which is the case for a lot of big AoE like roar attacks like that. But yeah, very smart on Ness's part to go behind Exyx like that.
One more stagger should do it. This would be a really nice pickup here for sure from Ness. Has to be careful. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of spew from the roar. Jumping attack. Yeah, I think he's going for the Hero's Grave.
Is this the most efficient dragon to go for, do you think?
After a Gil, I mean, Smaragd is pretty tanky, but like with it being Dragonheart bosses, but also Kaled bosses, and Exyx dropping you a lot of money for possibly 30 int here, we're looking at possibly a triple square synergy here from Ness, which is really,
that is a lot of damage.
Which is really not a bad idea, you know?
No, I think it's great planning on Ness's part here.
I think the call is great. I think the fight's just being a little slow here. I think we're just missing some crucial staggers. That's all. But I think the call is really interesting for sure.
But I love an aggressive play like this.
Yeah.
You know, she could choose to play it much safer and go for like a weaker dragon, but she's going for a very board synergistic dragon here. And like quite a risky one at that.
Yeah. As long as she just hits these charged R2s and gets that stagger. Like once we get the last stagger here, like we're chilling. But these charged R2s and tapped R2s are just a little too spaced out. Just a little too spaced out. The poise
I would
reset.
be getting so greedy here for the poise.
100%. I'd be constantly going for headshots if I could.
There's the stagger.
Oh, huge.
Oh, and of course he leaves the rot next to his mouth on the stagger. That's classic. Oh, did not quite get the riposte because of the rot.
That's fine. Oh, she has to get away now.
Yeah, she does get away in time. Really good awareness from Ness on the rot. Meanwhile, Tom is going for this Hero's Grave. It's going to set up a huge diagonal threat, as well as the row 1 and column 5 threat as well. That was a great unsheath. Ness finishing off, hopefully finishing off right here, but dies
shots
at the very last second of the worst dragon attack of the game. Oh no.
Oh, that's painful because this could have been so good for Ness. You know, you try not to let the nerves hit you, but that is definitely a big hit to your mental.
I have a hard time blaming her for that at all, honestly.
Does Exyx drop anything besides a heart, by the way?
I don't think so. I think it's just the heart.
Golly, that is rough. That is rough. You know, that's just rough.
That's... Oh my god, that would be infuriating, honestly. Because, I mean, she was also in a tough position where if she were to get on Torrent and run backwards, she would have her back right up against the wall. And so even then, you know, she runs into issues with the Dragon Breath reflecting around and potentially hitting her there. And it just one-shot her. So it wasn't even like she could just take one hit and avoid the second hit.
Yeah. Bleed proc here on
Very
Exyx.
difficult position to be in. But I do like that she is committing and going again here.
Yep. I would definitely do at least one more try. And if I died here again, then I'd be like, okay, you know what? Maybe this is just not worth the time anymore. We have a chance here for a stagger, though. Just unsheath on the head. There it is. Nope. Yes.
Hey,
okay.
Nice.
So now we just have to be careful, obviously, of the AoE right afterwards. But this is going to be a lot of nice damage here from Ness. A lot of nice damage.
The fight is going just remarkably
because
faster.
She started with the Uchi and not going for whatever the other weapon, the broadsword.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Not doing the charge R2s. Meanwhile, Tom is doing some excellent work here against the Red Wolf of the champion.
Yeah, we're going to mark that hero's grave here in just a bit. That's going to be a 7th square here for Tom. And all of a sudden, row 1, column 5 is looking kind of scary. Same with the diagonal. All of those are kind of all working together here. And Ness cannot let that get to her, being like, okay, I'm currently down by 5 squares, but does that mean a lot? Does that not mean a lot?
Ness is going to pick up a really strong block here on that row 3, column 4 square, but is immediately going to have to figure out what to do about the diagonal and the column 5 and the row 1. Like there is a lot going on Tom's side here.
Yeah, I think Tom might be going for tree spirits here now, really just trying to create as many threats as possible to really have Ness kind of guess on what is happening or what he's going for. So once Tree Spirits is marked, now we have a diagonal. We have a row 1, column 5. Lots of different directions that he can move here. And having 8 squares. Oh, there's only like one more jump R2, unsheath, whatever you got. Okay, there we go. There
you go. All right, nice job, Ness.
Huge.
I really like that she was able to just like lock in and not let the... You know, whenever you die at a boss is on 1 HP, like, it's hard not to let that get to the mental, right?
Absolutely terrible. I've had that happen so many times. I think I had that happen just like last week. I was doing some DLC fights and I had Rolana on literally 1 hit, and I died to her super combo, and I was just like, dude, I'm tilted, and I was for the rest of the match. Ruined my mood, ruined my Sunday.
The whole Sunday, no.
The whole Sunday, dude.
Well,
Tree Spirit here for Tom now. Yes.
You got a nice shirt.
Thanks.
And that's, at the end of the day,
that's all
that
matters.
matters. That and bingo, and this second Tree Spirit that Tom is on.
This drops another golden seed here. A little bit of extra healing potentially here for Tom. We're going to see Radahn here, though, for Ness as well. I don't know what the upgrade level is at right now for the Uchigatana. But should be pretty decent because of how XX was taking damage here. Nice
I
hits here
didn't
from
see
Tom.
if she ended up going for the smithing 5s. I'm sure she got the 4s on the way to Radahn.
Tom has to be a little careful here. Okay, does get the kill. That's a second
Tree
Tree
Spirit.
Spirit. Gonna go for the 3rd one in Stormveil from the looks of it. Interesting,
really?
because there is 4 Crucible Knights here. I'm assuming he's thinking, okay, let me kill Margit, then let me kill the Tree Spirit in Stormveil, and that way I can go for the other Crucible Knight. So maybe he's looking at a column 1 here.
Yeah, it could be. I wonder if he's planning on splitting progress here. And, you know, racking up some Crucible Knights and then getting the last Tree Spirit before getting the final Crucible Knight, which he could do on Crucible Knight and Misbegotten Warrior Duo if he wants.
He has a lot of space to work with here for sure. A lot of space.
But there is certainly the chance that that Ness grabs the Crucible Knight Misbegotten Warrior Duo before Tom can, which would block off that row 1.
This would give Ness a chance to do 30 intelligence, by the way, off of Radahn kill here.
I kind of wonder if Tom decided to just leave that, considering how many stats he had to invest in this Golem Halberd. Because I mean, his HP is still really low.
Yeah, he did have to invest quite a few stats for that, for sure.
In addition to the Memory of Grace, of course.
Nice bleed proc here on Radahn as well. Should be getting a stagger pretty soon, I want to say, but let's be careful. Not fully on phase 2 Radahn just yet.
She can get like a charge R2 here or something, might stagger.
Yep. There it is. Very nice.
Stagger. And riposte. Yeah, she's doing this with like definitely not a super upgraded weapon here.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Tom going back to Kaled now. I think he's going for Crucible Knight Misbegotten Warrior duo.
I think so, yeah.
Killed Margit, and he's very much split progressing already. 37 minutes into the match, being like, okay, I killed Margit. I have access to Stormveil now. Cool. Let me go back and kill Misbegotten duo, then go back and kill a Tree Spirit. Nice bleed proc here again on Radahn. She has to be a little careful here. Getting some really good RNG, though, I will say. Wow! Nice roll. Nice roll on the guillotine, and immediately gets the kill here on Radahn. Very, very nice here from Ness. That's her third Kaled boss, I believe. Maybe second, I'm not too sure. But that's going to be enough money to possibly hit the 30 int here and possibly take away that column 1 that's building up. She could do duo right afterwards, but she would be racing Tom on this, who's already set up for it. Talked to Jaren, told him, get the hell out of my castle. I'm here to fight.
Yeah, I do wonder if that's her plan, is to just go straight for the Crucible Knight Misbegotten Warrior duo. And if so, she is going to be very disappointed if Tom manages to get a very clean kill here and just you know, snipe it.
Yeah. Alexander not happy that Ness is trying to take his talisman.
He's fighting back.
He's running. Absolutely running. There we go. Alexander's Jar Shard being picked up. Sorry, Jar Shard, not Alexander's Jar Shard.
Meanwhile, Tom making quick work of the Misbegotten Warrior and on his way through the Crucible Knight, but does die.
Greeting the heal there.
Those Crucible Knights are very aggressive.
Very strong indeed.
They don't often give you the chance to heal. I just noticed that Ness's character name is just all capital A's, which I think is... Sometimes Bingo does feel that way.
Ness also not going for the intelligence, by the way. I just looked at her stat line. Intelligence is at 9. So she's been focusing on just health here, and that's it. Which I don't think is a bad idea, but you are definitely kind of, you know, letting yourself not get that one square here. Which, however, might help her in the long run, right? Of, like, being a bit more safer. Will have her not tie to Crucible Knight like the way that Tom just did. So...
Yeah, I mean, she could save that as just one of her late game squares if she really wants to, if she has the, you know, the economy for it. Which, the way she's investing her stats, she might not at the end of the game here. We'll see.
Yeah.
If we even, you know, get to, like, super late game on this board, we don't actually know.
She's currently ahead on Kaled bosses. Currently now entering the fight as well with Tom. Misbegotten is on screen. Let's get it.
She's going to need to move real fast here if she's going to catch up. But, you know, you never know. Things could happen on Tom's end, as we already saw here.
Yep. It's very easy to lose a fight to a Crucible Knight who's been waiting for someone to show up. I still don't fully understand the lore.
He's got, like, base HP.
Yep. Can't heal just yet. There it is, jumping R2, though, for Tom. Not healing. Has 5 flasks. Going to heal now, I'm assuming. There it is. Tail swipe coming in. Ooh, almost got tagged. That was a little too close. Ness not that far behind now. Only has the Crucible Knight as well. So if Tom has an issue here, this could be huge for Ness. There it is.
One hit away.
Wow.
Trades for the victory here.
Eats the tail attack and takes it away here from Ness, which is unfortunate for Ness here. She could still finish it for the Kaled boss just to have a fourth one. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. She is making the call of being like, okay, you know what? I'm still going to finish it. Really, really not a bad idea.
For the Kaled boss and also for the 4 Crucible Knights as well. It gives her a little bit of progress there.
There is the 30 intelligence from Tom here. So now it is 9-3, 6 square lead here for Tom. He's really running away with the base game bingo this time around. That Radahn, like I said...
He does die to ballistas in Stormveil Castle.
Running away with that early lead, man.
Yeah. It's hard because Ness is forced into a position where she has to play reactively.
Yeah.
So, you know, as she's taking out these threats, she's not actually building up threats of her own, and that's a really tough position to be in.
All right, tail attack coming out here. She can eat that just fine. Big tail attack, though. Nice stagger here. Goes for the charged R2s to save time.
This is a nice clean fight from Ness.
Yeah, really not bad at all. We're going to be in Stormvale Castle here. Going to go for a last Tree Spirit in just a moment here for Tom as well. Close to the painting. There it is. That's 4 bosses now for Ness. Still killing the duo fight. Gets Troll's Golden Sword. Going to go for one more fight. Could go for Knight's Cav.
Could go for Knight's Cav, yeah. And it looks like... Unless she's going for the Catacomb.
Yeah, I think she'll go for the Cemetery Shade. I mean, it is pretty damn fast, to be fair.
It is, yeah.
She did grab the Grag Blade, but never actually applied it yet. So that's a little bit of a bummer.
Oh, true. You're right.
A little bit of a bummer. But yeah, Tree Spirit here now for Tom. Going to be dropping down. Going to be grabbing his 10th square here in just a moment. And that row 1 be looking like a doozy. You know, same with column 1 slowly. This might be a thing where Tom is thinking, let me grab Tree Spirits and force her to do Vike. And that way I can finish Caelid bosses, go for Crucible Knights here in Stormville instead, and just like pick the last 3 squares that I want on the board, which are really going to be hard for Ness to stop.
Yeah, because I mean it's a position where Tom absolutely has the luxury of just making Ness waste her time.
Yep.
On that Vike square, like you mentioned.
Should be getting a stagger here in just a second. There it is.
Yep,
Tree
very
Spirit,
quick work.
not even getting its phase 2 off. There it is. Tree Spirit's marked now. Ness is going to see that. And she is going to get Caelid bosses here from Tom.
It's always so hard when squares get marked while you're in a catacomb.
Yeah.
Because, like...
you can't do anything.
Unless you want a Memory of Grace, you just can't do anything to respond.
You're just stuck there.
And even if you do Memory of Grace, like, you have to walk outside before you can warp again. It's like an extra loading screen. Like, it just feels so bad if you're in a catacomb. I like the Cemetery Shade play here, though, because they're, you know... They can't stall, unlike Knight's Cav can.
Big damage
Tom
here.
is going for a Caelid boss.
Oh, yeah. Maybe he does want to close it out. Just create a bit more pressure. So this is going to be really nice here for Ness. Just has to finish the Cemetery Shade real quick. Really nice. There we go.
Yeah. There's the snipe. And yeah, Tom doesn't hesitate for a second. He just immediately rides away.
He's like, damn, all right, cool. There it is, 10-4. Tom still currently holding on to that lead. Ness now going to be going to Weeping here. Going to be grabbing, I believe, the Sleeping Golem is what she was thinking of doing. Then she's like, nope, never mind. Let me go ahead and go towards...
dipping out.
Altus. What are we doing in Altus here? Lightning Ram? Lightning Ram, I believe, is the move here at this point. Is what she's thinking anyways. Tom
and
here...
she's not doing Lanciac skip to get there? What is going on?
Actually insane. Actually insane. Doesn't know the tech.
If it were me, I would simply hit the skip first try. Of course.
Of course, of course. Physic. Okay, so we're seeing explosive physic here for Tom.
Yes.
That's what he's aiming for. He's going for the Erdtree Avatar. Ness here, however, are going to be going for Lightning Ram. So we're going to see 2 different squares being completed, most likely, unless Tom splits progress one more time. We'll see. This is definitely a really hard match for Ness to kind of bounce back from, just because there are still so many squares available, and Tom can very much just like hide, like in the bushes, just pick whichever one he wants, and it's going to be really hard to tell which one he's preferring right now.
Yeah, she essentially has to guess what Tom is doing, you know, a bunch of times in a row.
Yeah.
Which is technically possible, but very difficult.
It's very, very difficult, yeah.
Especially if Tom chooses to split progress here. here's that air tree fight.
Still, this is at plus 22. I feel like the damage is a little low. Am I crazy?
No, I don't think you're crazy, Dom. I think that the damage doesn't look good.
For plus 22, I was really expecting like a bit of a chunkier yellow bar.
Maybe he'll do a charge R2 in a second here, and we can see some real damage.
True. Stagger? Nope. No, R1 here. Oh, here. Oh, nope. Just a tap R2.
Yeah.
Okay. It does what it needs to do.
It does. I mean, he did it. Yep.
He did the thing. We'll see Lightning Ram in just a moment here for Ness. Hopefully, when she does do Lightning Ram, after Lightning Ram, she puts Cragblade on her weapon. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be good, yeah. Oh, the collateral damage on the sheep. No.
Round table here to apply it. And now, oh yeah, it looks like Tom is now going for Lightning Ram.
Tom is, yeah, so he is splitting the progress, but, I mean, honestly, this is good. You know,
because getting the physics flask takes a while, right? You have to get all the way over to the east side of Limgrave. That takes a hot minute.
Like, it's going to look like a snipe here for, you know, a second, but Ness is, or Tom is in the fortunate position where he can afford to get sniped.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, it looks like a snipe, but really he's made progress towards another square already. And so it's totally fine for him.
I mean, hey, if we can have a couple more correct guesses, this could get really interesting very quickly.
Yeah, it absolutely could.
So that'd be very cool. I'm expecting after Lightning Ram, honestly, Sleeping Golem. I feel like that's gonna be the next, like, not no-brainer, but like it's the next easiest one. Tom having a little bit of actually no advantage on Crucible Knights anymore because both Ness and Tom have both killed the Crucible Misbegotten duo, which is one Crucible Knight. So, and she's right next to the Everjail here for her second Crucible, technically.
Yeah.
So if she would go downstairs actually after Radahn and after Mimic Tier, she could have access to the Ancestor Spirit, but also have access to the other two Crucible Knights. So that could be this could be kind of juicy. I don't know.
It could be, yeah.
You know, this is really not looking too bad still for Ness. If she gets Lightning Ram, goes straight towards downstairs, she gets access to Ancestor Spirit, she gets access to Fia's Champs, Fingerslayer Blade, and the Crucible Knights. That's 4 more squares. That's really, really interesting here.
Definitely not in that bad a position. I believe she only has 1 more Ram to kill here per the Lightning Ram square. Just has to get them to not run away.
There we go. Very nice.
There's the mark.
Now what are we doing?
Yeah, I mean,
mountaintops.
Obviously, Tom is not at like 12 squares. It's not like he just needs 1 square to win. He does have to find and secure 3 of these remaining ones. And Ness is doing a pretty good job of predicting what he's doing.
Stormvale Castle here now for Tom. Okay, so he's going to go for that Crucible Knight, which I don't know if that's the best idea because near Lightning Rams there is the Everjail one. Maybe this one's pretty long actually. Like I don't think this is actually the best Crucible Knight to go for, unless he doesn't do the 2 Crucible Knights downstairs. If he doesn't do those 2, then this is fine, right? But for efficiency's sake, I don't think that this Crucible Knight's that good of an idea. But Ness, you're going to be going for Vike now. That's tough.
Yeah, I mean she has to do this at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, obviously it's a square that Tom is most likely not gonna do. So it feels a little bad to go for this, but yeah, I wonder. I mean, Tom does have an advantage on this Crucible Knight specifically over Ness because Ness hasn't done Margit, but yeah, I mean it's not necessarily a speedy one, that's for sure.
Oh, he's got to be careful. Almost dies to the birds here, throwing a bunch of explosives at him.
Oh, the birds.
Hopefully he lands
and he just
this.
Eats it.
He does land it. That was a little close for comfort. Even his eyes are kind of bugging out of his head there for a second. We're like, uh-oh, did I just goof that up? But he luckily lands just on the ledge there. Okay, now we've got Cragblade on the sword, which is going to be really nice flat damage here versus Vike. Really not bad. Really not bad. Good yellow damage. Some nice tap R2s here versus Vike. He's trying to catch her off guard.
That kind of combos.
Gonna go for some nice, yeah, tap R2s here. Really, really not bad setup here right now for Ness. Crucible Knight being absolutely demolished right now from Tom. There it is, like 4 hits and it's out.
Yeah, that was quick. Do you know if that Crucible Knight can fall off the cliff there? I know he can fall in the elevator, but I don't know about the cliff.
He can fall off the cliff, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so kind of a risky one to go for then.
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure. Okay, well, now we're going to Stormhill Shack. So yeah, he's not looking for the downstairs Crucible Knights here. He's going to be going for the Everjail Crucible Knight instead. And then whichever 4th one, I honestly don't really know. Maybe he still will do the downstairs one.
Yeah, what is... I mean, unless he's going to Capital, but he doesn't have another Great Rune. I can't think of any in Capital Outskirts, other than obviously the duo fight.
Oh, I mean, I guess there's one in Capital, right? The one Siluria next to the rune
Right,
drop.
yeah.
But yeah, that's, I don't know. That's... I mean, you could technically do Liurnia if you, instead of doing Grafted Scion with the one imbued key that you get, you can go to Shifra, where the one Crucible Knight's
True.
Like life stancing on the ledge there.
Which that's like one of the only individual ones left.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine he's probably going for that one. Otherwise, like this one that he's doing now would just be totally redundant. Ness is doing a great job here on Vike.
Yeah,
he's out
nice
flasks
tap
already.
R2s. Really nice range of this weapon, actually. Like, almost outranging the spear here.
Yeah, and like it's so hard not to get true comboed on this fight by his what is it, the storm jump? What is it called?
Storm Assault, yeah. Oh, nice backstab here too.
Oh, the backstab, that's crazy.
Oh, no stamina here.
That's a scary charge R2, but she's fine.
Yeah. There it is, the Storm Assault. That wind lingers for quite a while.
Exactly, yeah. Like, you think it looks like you could backstab that, but you cannot.
Yeah. Oh!
The jump attack, no!
Wow.
Vike, get a job.
That's devastating. At 30 vigor, bro, that's devastating for sure, man.
Yeah.
That could have really set her up nicely here to be at 10-6. Yeah, that's just tough. Do we see Godric here now with maybe...
Looks like it, yeah.
Why?
Explosive
physic,
an excellent
Godric?
question.
No, he doesn't.
Must be, yeah.
No, he doesn't have he doesn't have the physic though yet, right? Why are we?
Does he not?
What are we doing?
Hello?
What are we doing here? What am I missing?
Tom?
I don't think we have the physic.
I don't recall him going over to Eastern Limgrave. Unless he's just doing this for future capital access, but like that doesn't feel like the most productive use of time. Now, there is Moog Sewers on the board though, so yeah, I mean, future capital access does make sense.
Yep. Future capital access, Moog Sewers. He gets the extra Crucible Knight in capital, the one we just talked about, the Siluria one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, his final 3 squares could be Crucible Knights, Moog Sewers, Fizz Champs, and that would be pretty unlikely to be taken by Ness.
Counter.
Although Ness could absolutely get 4 Crucible Knights before he gets to the one in capital, I feel like.
Vike just full healed pretty much, by the way. That's fun.
Oh, thanks, Vike. Very cool.
She just has to be careful with these tap R2 punishes to make sure that he doesn't do that jumping attack again, because that will most likely one-shot her. She was a little bit lesser health when that happened last time, so maybe at this health level she is okay to eat one of those, but I wouldn't risk it.
It's especially tough when he has this lightning buff here, too.
Yeah, it's like a lot of bonus damage. Like, look at that. Just stab R1 is just stupidly strong.
Immediately rebuffs, of course.
Yeah. And does it twice, just to be safe. Oh, he does have the physic. Tom does have the physic now. Going for the Bofa kill, yep. Makes sense.
I see. Okay.
Just getting a bunch of progress.
Yeah, so he'll get the physic kill, and then he does have the option to just go to capital if he wants to. He does need to kill. No, he has his great runes. Never mind. Ness is hanging in there on Vike.
Yeah.
Still got 2 flasks.
Nice tap R2s. Like 4 more tap R2s. Oh, there it is. Okay, she rolls in time.
The
Jesus
jump
Christ.
attack. Oh my.
Okay.
He's trolling, and I swear he always waits to troll until like you're a couple of hits away.
Yep. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Oh boy.
She has to be careful. She can't punish like that. One more R1 is going to kill her. He's not buffed anymore, so that might... Oh, go, 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 go.
And there's the buff again.
Come on, one more. It's all you need.
One more. Even an R1.
There it is.
There. And there's the explosive physic kill from Tom at the same time here.
And now Tom is going to see that Vike is being marked, but also he's going to see that, okay, I can go for Crucible Knights, I can go for Capital, I can take my time. That's going to be my 12th square is killing that Crucible Knight, and then I can do Moog Sewers, and there's probably no way that she can do Moog Sewers. Like, it's a guaranteed line of victory here for Tom now at this point. Those 2 last squares are just almost free pickups.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, you know, even if he were to get the Crucible Knight sniped away, which at this point is, you know, pretty impossible. But even if he were to get that Crucible Knight sniped away, he would still have advantage on Fia's champs, which he could go to after the Moog Sewers. So Tom is in a very dominant position here. He's played this match very well. And honestly, I mean, Ness has too. Like, she has definitely had to deal with a lot between the Exikes and what was the other death? There was the Exike's death, and then there was something else that got her towards the end of the fight. But
that's a good question. I don't remember.
But either way, she has managed to like continue to play really well in spite of those setbacks, and you know, she's made some really good choices in the mid and late game here, despite having to work with those disadvantages. So huge kudos to Ness as well here.
DTS on Tom's screen right now. Going to go ahead and just constantly bop his horse in the head. Going to give him a nice concussion.
Yeah, just a real nice concussion. Yep.
It's a real nice one. You know, you don't want those like lazy half-ass concussions. You want a full concussion.
You need some high quality concussion action. Only the best concussions here at Bingo Brawlers.
Double lightning strike here from DTS. Close to a stagger. There it is. And
there's
that's
the stagger,
DTS now.
and
very
there's
nice.
The dub.
There we go. Giza's wheel. That's fun.
Has the power stance option now?
True, actually. Which is kind of sick. Sleeping Golem here for Ness. She's going to go for Sleeping Golem, which I think is a fair call. It's really hard to kind of guess now what's going to be the best scenario. But for Tom, definitely a road of victory here. Going to be going for Crucible Knights and then Moog, and that's going to be 13 squares, majority GG's here for Tom. You know, in like 7 to 8 minutes.
And, you know, it's a tough position for Ness too, because when you're in a guessing position, when all squares could be equally likely, it doesn't make a lot of sense for her to invest a bunch of time into going to capital.
Yeah, no,
so,
not really.
She's doing what she can.
But also, again, this is where the downstairs seemed very powerful, right? Because you have Ancestor Spirit, you could do Regal. That's a Remembrance boss, right? So, I
Absolutely,
mean,
yeah.
You could. Oh wait, that doesn't drop a Great Rune, so you have to have 2 Great Rune Bearers. So never mind, that doesn't work. But you could do Ancestors into Gargoyles and still get Fios Champs downstairs. Fios Champs leads you into capital if you had to do Moog Sewers.
Yeah, very true.
I'm just saying. Tom here missing the skip.
The cool guy version of the skip.
The absolute cool guy version. That's the only version.
Not the coolest guy version. There's the super cool guy version. Then there's this version.
Wait, what's
and then
the
there's the
super cool
super safe version, where you just YOLO off the.
Oh, the punch one.
With no lineup. Yeah, the punch one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the one I do.
Ness is getting trolled by the golem.
Do I get it every single time? No. But that doesn't matter.
You should just say yes, you do get it every time.
Bro, there's too many clips of me not getting it that I can't say that. I can't with good conscience say that. The receipts are out there, and I don't
I'll
want to
back
see
you
them.
up, man. I'll back you up. That's ChatGPT, I'm pretty sure.
True. Just AI generated clips. Siluria being
here's the
absolutely slapped
final
around.
Crucible Knight here.
Sleeping Golem, 7 squares here for Ness. Very nice.
Yeah.
Last R1. Boom. There it is. Crucible Knight down. Tom going to be marking that square. 12-7. And now it's just a 6-square guessing game here for Ness. And that is something I've genuinely never seen anyone bounce back from, because it's just like... literally one... You have to guess 6 times.
You would have to be clairvoyant.
Yeah, you genuinely would have to be Nostradamus to be like, okay, this is exactly what they're going for next. This is what they're going for next. And also, not just guess right, but also have a quicker way of doing it.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
Not only guess right, but also be faster. And those are
she
two
could guess
things.
Moog Sewers, but
Yeah.
she still wouldn't get there fast enough.
And that's just... Oh, she's been on plus 12 this whole time, by the way.
Dang.
I think that's been another thing that's really been holding her back.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it's even like, it's kind of... This is one of those situations where... Oh, no. Oh,
is
no,
so
not the bug.
unfortunate, dude.
No, no,
The
no.
bug just gatekeeping the exit here, man.
Oh, no.
Give me back my rocks.
No, it's my rocks.
Oh,
But, I mean,
shiny.
She just never really had like a super great opportunity to go and upgrade, because, you know, she was playing she was kind of playing on Tom's heels, you know, for a lot of this match.
Yeah.
But, you know, she started the match early on by going for those faster squares, and that's sort of the cost you pay sometimes, is you miss out on the opportunity to spend a bunch of time getting those upgrade materials.
Definitely tough here. Tom going to go for the elevator skip, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and I mean, unless he just wants to take the detour and go sightseeing through the sewers. Probably not my first choice for sightseeing, personally, but I'm not going to judge.
Ness going to be going for underground now, which is a good call. Sadly, just a little late, you know, with how the board has developed. Has luckily been blocking very nicely. To have Tom go for majority here, but definitely just a very tough spot to be in, right?
Absolutely, yeah. But I mean, with that underground play, you know, she would get advantage on the Finger Slayer Blade, obviously, the Ancestor Spirit, Fia's Champs, maybe even progress on Fia's Champs.
Yeah.
But, you know, she does have like a decent advantage on some of these other squares, so it's not quite as, you know, you know, you see 12-7. And you think there's a bigger gap than there really is here, because Ness does secure a lot of the advantage on these remaining squares as well.
You gotta hand it to Tom, though, man. Doing the 30-inch square, by the way, and Memory of Gracing, and he's still be able to pull off like a good upgraded weapon with like pretty much base vigor and base stamina. Misses the skip, however. Sadly, there's no stat to upgrade that to make sure that you get that more consistently. But yeah, overall, I mean, very impressive, right? Doing all these fights, like DTS, Radahn, a bunch of the Crucible Knights, Tree Spirits, like all the fights that he's done were pretty much at base level for all these things. So, you know, that's hard to do. This is like the high level bingo that you see, where it's like all damage, nothing else, and then everything else that you have for resources goes towards squares. You know.
It is definitely a testament to Tom's skill on a lot of these fights, because not a lot of people would be able to perform this well with that little HP.
Right, yep.
I do feel like we will see a much different approach when it comes to the DLC match.
Yeah, I agree. The DLC
you know,
match,
that is
I'm very interested to see how that goes.
Me too. Like, keep in mind, guys, this is not the end of the series here
at all.
After this match, we have another DLC match to get into, and potentially even another match after that, depending on how it goes. Here's the Moog Sewers play here from Tom. And this weapon is not doing very good damage, I gotta say.
I mean, he is, I want to say, almost surprisingly tanky. And he doesn't, you know, he doesn't get status because he's an apparition.
I think he's weakest to slash damage, if I'm not mistaken.
Could be, could be. What do you think ghosts are weak to, though? I guess, like, you know, if you think about it, you can't really hit them, right? If you're Pokemon, you know.
I think they're weak to
Like, just
vibes.
Like, vibes, just...
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
They're weak to good vibes or bad vibes?
You know, that's a good point. I think they're weak to good vibes. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, right. It'd be like, dude, well, you're having too much fun. Like, fuck off.
Like, no, I'm a spirit. I'm supposed to make you have a bad time.
I guess there are good spirits, though, right? I guess it really depends.
It does depend. You're not wrong, Dom. Very insightful.
Thanks, thanks. You know, I just I've had my fair share of spirit time.
He's experienced.
Yes.
And speaking of experience, Tom is making quick work here of Moog the Omen, getting the final few hits.
There
for
it
a
is.
Clean
13-7.
13-7 dub. Ness is showing off this. That's a Charmander, I'm pretty sure, right?
That's a Dragonite.
That's the same thing. That's a
It's a
Charmander.
That's a Diglett, right?
Yeah. Do I have audio this time?
Yes, yes, you do. Wait, hold on.
Huge. Holding. Pausing. Champing.
All right, go ahead.
Hello?
Okay, hold on. All right, you're good.
I'm good. Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, hold on.
Oh.
Okay, I fixed it.
Oh, Dom, you're a legend, Dom. You know, production's damn hard. Let me
Bro,
tell-
it's tricky out here. It's tricky out here. The players, however, are ready. Looks like everything is
All right.
looking solid. Players currently set up. Looks like we have Dane's hand-to-hand as the starting weapon on Vagabond here. Moving on to
Okay.
game 2. So, again, for anyone that's been watching Bingo Brawlers but hasn't really seen this season just yet, we're going to be doing base game and DLC 1v1 format. So you're swapping between the two. You do a best of threes, at least in the preseason tournament. It's best of threes. First game, base game. Second game, DLC. Third game, if it gets down to it, coin flip. We don't know which one. So now we're currently in game 2, game 1 being taken here by Tom, and we're going to be locking in for game 2, which is DLC. We'll see how this plays out. Auto upgrade is an option here for both players, and on top of that, each starting class now starts with a different weapon rather than club. So with that, let's get into game 2 here. Let the players know that we are ready to rock and roll. What did you think of that first game, though, Josh?
I thought it was awesome. I mean, I think that both players had like really good plans, like out the gate, and I think that obviously it worked out a little better in Tom's case here. But I mean, Ness held her own and did an amazing job regardless. And I'm very eager to see how she plays in the DLC because I believe Ness does not have as much experience in the DLC, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right?
I think it's... I don't know. I'm not too sure anymore. Because a lot of practice
Yeah, I mean,
has
I
happened.
guess... Yeah, it's hard to say. I guess that's only based off of the fact that season 1, you know, she was... center sax, the center square.
Center square, Senesax. Not very pog at all. See a big
my
reaction from
goodness.
Ness as well, being like, Christ's sake, why is that center? That's definitely tough. We have some rush squares here.
Disgusting.
Larval tiers is definitely a rush square. We have some other stuff here being Quillan and Bellorot. Also, Horned Warriors can be pretty quick. Horned Warriors? Pretty fast.
True.
Dryleaf
Yeah.
Dane here now. This is a new square, Horned Warriors, unique Horned Warriors. This is not the ones that have the lion head. These are the guys that have the helmet with the 2 horns on it. One like being really long and curved around kind of a thing.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Ness is frozen. Oh,
yeah,
Christ,
Tom is frozen on my end as
Oh,
well.
no. We'll give it a second.
Hold. Pausing, champing.
Ain't no
What
way.
else do we have? Emir on here. The Tree Sentinel duo is there. 11 Skidoo.
11 Skidoo, yeah. We also have Mikola crosses. That could be pretty fast. 4 Mikola crosses
Yeah.
rather than 5.
Does help with that Skidoo as well. It's interesting because there is there's fast stuff on this board, but there's also stuff that kind of warrants setting up and kind of synergizes with setting up. So I could see this being another game where some of those faster squares are given up, assuming we don't have to like reset because of some oh, we're back.
Are we back?
Oh, we're not back.
Oh, we're having a bunch of okay. I think okay, Tom is back for me.
Tom is back for me as well. And Ness is back?
Ness's camera is still kind of frozen for me. Give it just a moment here. We had Ness reset her stream at the end of game 1 because she wasn't live on Twitch apparently. So maybe that kind of like gave the website like a weird hiccup for some reason. I'm not too sure.
I see everything on my end again. Everything looks to be okay.
All right, yeah, okay. Let me refresh Ness's stream then here. Yeah, let me give that a second.
Okay.
Just a moment. Uno momento, por favore. See how that looks here.
Yeah, there are some fast squares on this board actually.
Okay, looking pretty good. Let's just reset also her camera. All right, we are good. We are good for both players here.
All right. Nice. Okay.
So Sword Lance is on one of the classes, and that is not allowed. Both players know that, however. That is a Remembrance Boss weapon. We have a little bit of a bug with the Sword Lance. It's just, I don't know. It's just something that we've been trying to avoid since Season 5. But both players know that. They already spawned in with different weapons. We are good to go then. And they're going to let the players know. Luckily, this is during prep time. So, honestly, really not too bad.
No, I think this is the... I mean, if it's going to happen anytime, this is the best time to have it happen, right?
Yes. All right. That was generally perfect timing to have it during prep because they could just stand there and wait till the actual match starts. We paused the prep timer, but now we're going back down. Yeah, so this board looking very interesting. I think Mikla Crosses is a very, very strong square to go for here. Also, Quedline and Bellerot. Like, it really depends on what you want to go for here. I don't know which one I would pick of the two, but Quedline and Mikla Crosses are both just in a strong position, right? Because for Quedline, it's really good because you also have 2 Horned Warriors in Bellerot. So you can really kind of maybe already start pushing that row 5 a little bit quicker. Whereas Mikla Crosses gives you a lot of nice map progression. So this is a little bit of a tough call.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, like, Bellerot is its own little self-contained thing. And even with that, you know, extra synergy that you get with the Horned Warriors, it's kind of like, at a certain point, Bellerot's kind of a dead end, right?
Yeah.
Whereas you get more map presence.
You get Quedline, and that also kind of works towards Iris of Grace.
True.
So there is that. Besides that, not much. We have Iris of Grace and Iris of Occultation, by the way, on the board. So this is going to be a little bit of a thing of like, okay, who's going to cash in what first? When do you have to cash it in, you know?
Yeah. This has potential to be a quite long match, actually.
Yeah,
this could be how this shakes out.
A very scary match for sure. I think the early game is gonna be very much like fast, and then we're gonna go mid game. It's gonna be very slow, and then we're gonna hit into the late game here with, you know, Senisax, Putrescent Knights, Mateer Mother of Fingers, like lots of more long distance things. Looks like we have Mateer Mother of Fingers and Emir on the board, by the way.
Yeah.
And Golden Braid and Tree Sentinel Duo. Backside here looking kind of juicy. So I'm thinking honestly Mikla Crosses and then going straight for Drain the Water. Not Drain the Water, but backside right after Mikla Crosses. I really don't mind that at all, personally.
Yeah. And notably, nothing happening, you know, with like Midra or Jory or... I mean, I guess you could do that as like a catacomb, but... You know, that whole section of the map is kind of like not something they have to be aware of.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's the perfumed oil, which is like... No, I mean, like, yeah, like most of this is sort of like what do you call it? Above ground. I don't know exactly what
Above
how
ground.
exactly y'all, because like there's the 2 layers, or like this map is very vertical, right? So like there's kind of like an overworld. I guess you'd call that Shadow Altus. I don't know. It's hard to decide exactly how to divide up this world, but
Yeah. No, I think backside is really strong on this one. There's not a lot of south things needed here. Oh, for Christ's sake, don't tell me.
oh, little hiccup, but just a momentary hiccup. But yeah, they're taking like the exact same line here, going over to Ensis. I wonder if they're gonna rush down balls.
Is it momentary?
It's only momentary, Dom. Trust. Believe in the heart of the cards. Play your pot of greed. Draw 2 additional cards, Dom.
Is it not frozen for you?
No, it's definitely frozen for me too.
Why? Okay, we're looking into it. We're looking into it with the website people, but this is not looking too great.
It was Ness fixing her stream. Ness, why'd you have to fix your stream?
Son of a gun. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, and we're back, I think.
We're back.
Are we? Nope, it froze again.
Are we? We're
Oh,
not
and we're back.
Ness
we're
is
back.
back. And Tom is back. And we're so back.
We're back.
I see
we're back,
Ness
we're back.
upgrading.
Thank Christ. Okay, thank Christ. I don't know.
And
I don't know why this is doing this. We have people
dollar
on the
skip.
job, but this is a job that takes more than 24 hours, chat. So, you know, give us time till next week. By the time the next matches happen in the bracket by next week, we should most likely have a solution to this. So I'm sorry that yesterday and today are a little finicky, but luckily it's the preseason. There's some hiccups that we're gonna have to kind of get through. By the time we get to the end of the preseason, these should all be buttery smooth and no issues whatsoever, you know?
And
So-
you know, thankfully only lost about a minute of gameplay there. I think we're still cruising.
Yeah.
Everything's still looking good.
All right, and we have the Lizard Greatsword, by the way, here from Tom that he picked with his starting class, and
feel
Ansper
like that's not a good
Rapier
one.
from Ness. I like Ness's pick here for sure. The Ansper Rapier having a Scarlet Rot on it and it being a thrusting weapon is really, really nice.
It is nice, yeah. Especially because I feel like these DLC fights often take longer. So the Rot has more time to do its work.
And I believe you can change the Ash of War on it as well, so you can have Rot and Frost, for example.
That's amazing, yeah.
Which is really, really nice.
Ness is approaching balls here, drinking the physic. We are going to see a balls kill here from Ness.
All right. That's surprising that this is the first pick. Impaling Thrust, by the way, as well. Sheesh.
Very good.
Should be getting a stagger.
There's the
There it
stagger.
is. Very nice. Some nice head punctures. Should get a rod proc. There it is. So we're seeing Mikola crosses here from Tom. We're seeing balls here from Ness. I wonder why she went for balls.
Yeah, I mean, it's something where it's like, it's very much kind of on the way-ish. But is there anything else in Castle Ensis that is drawing her here? I feel like not really.
I don't know, but she's having a really good fight here, though, I will say. Really, really solid fight. Does miss the charge art too there, but she'll get a stagger here again very soon. Careful.
She's playing very aggressive and like very efficiently.
There's Mikola crosses
Mikola
here for Tom. Very nice. All right, may the best win on the board. Ness, I'm assuming was expecting it. Does tell her that she's got time now for balls. All right.
Yeah,
Has
it's
to be
like
careful.
taking a little longer than I would have expected, just because he is
Probably
so
'cause
tanky and
she's-
she is
Yeah, no
Zero
skidoo
skidoo.
levels. Yeah. But the Rot really putting in a lot of work here. There it is. Gets the kill immediately, marks it. Gets also some grease, I believe, for killing him. I think he normally just drops some grease. There it is. Balls, though. Not Queeline and Bellarot. And he's going for, Tom going for Larval Tears here. Now, seeing that Balls is marked, it's like, okay, I can grab Larval Tears here. I would love to see Queeline here from Ness. I think Queeline, as soon as possible, would be so good because that gives her column 5, but also blocks out that diagonal already with the Mikola crosses and blocks out Larval Tears from row 5. So like that Queeline could be really, really huge for her, and set her up to like have a little bit of pressure as well versus Tom.
Yeah, I mean, like almost completely neutralizing Tom's early game threats would be a huge play for Ness.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that Tom would still have is the column 2, I guess, threat. And, you know, obviously the column 1 as well. But he wouldn't have a lot of synergy going. That's Bingus, baby.
That's Bingus. Larval tears here from Tom. Damn. Teleporting without us being able to tell. We are back again.
Oh,
Nope,
we're back.
We're not.
We're not back.
Guys, welcome back. We're in real time because, Jesus Christ, I don't know what's going on. Again, so sorry. So sorry. But we are here. You guys should be able to refresh and see. Just because it's real time doesn't mean you talk to us in real time. All right, we're busy. We got to commentate.
That's right. We're professionals.
Yes.
Which means we're not going to pay attention to any of you.
All right. So we're trying to lock in and everything, get this lined up correctly here. Players seem to be, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Oh, Ness is
How
offline.
is it as soon as I'm okay? Well,
Waiting. Nez, are you okay? Dom, you got a great shirt, man. Like, goddamn.
I don't think it's me. I don't think it's me.
Nice shirt, Dom.
Thanks. I need a new tie. I have like a black and white tie. It's pretty dope.
Ah, you know, I got some bow ties I could wear.
Bow ties are cool. I like bow ties.
Live bow tie tying tutorial coming soon.
Okay, I think we're back. Okay, thank Christ. We are back. So the reason why we even have this in the first place, by the way, guys, is because we want to avoid cheating allegations for any players, and a 5-minute delay just like negates all kind of like cheating allegations and exploiting or whatever like that. It removes a lot of headache aftermath-wise, but right now it's giving us a current headache, and so we're going back into real time. Both players are okay with real time, so we'll do that for now. So I apologize for the headache on match 2 here. I apologize to the players as well. And we'll just continue on game 2 here.
Yeah, I mean, match 1 was really smooth, and it
Right?
is still the preseason, so we get to iron out the kinks live. You know, it's an honor to be here for the ironing out the kinks portion of the season, Dom. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure, really.
Who had allegations? Bro, every bingo match of any season in Bingo Brawlers, there's always fucking someone who's like, oh, actually, that didn't seem quite legit, so actually, I don't think that's, So,
Yes.
yeah.
True.
Any player that you could think of in any match, someone's saying that they're cheating. All right?
Even if they lost.
Here we go.
We're going. Oh, my God. We're so back.
We're continuing.
Yes, it's
We're
bingo
continuing.
time. God, I've missed bingo commentary. It's always a blast.
It's it can be something. It can be so much fun. Bro, when it's going, it's going. And when it's not, bro, the highs are high, the lows are low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it feels like.
You know, with any time like there's tech issues, it always feels bad.
It feels tough. It feels tough, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so just to recap where we are in the match right now, we are currently 2-1 in favor of Tom, who made quick work of those 3 larval tiers and 4 Mikola crosses, and is currently making his way into Bellerot for that Queline square, as well as probably what else was in Bellerot? Oh, the Horned Warriors, right?
Yes, Horned Warriors, which I think is going to be a pretty strong contender / good square here for row 5.
Yeah, it all depends on what Ness chooses to do in the meantime.
I agree. I'm
Potentially
getting up
going for Dane. She is getting the Morth Ruins grace here.
Okay, YouTube stream is
So-
up too. Go enjoy.
Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Hello.
Yeah, I think this Bellerod play, like I said before, very early on, that this is going to be very strong. I was hoping that Ness would see this, honestly, a little bit earlier, because the Queen / Horned Warriors does give her that column 5, does give her that row 5 block. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the only... I guess the thing here that Ness needs to be aware of is she will slowly get squeezed into doing Ancient Dragon Senesax or Metter if she doesn't find a way to sneak out some advantage on I guess the only square she would have left is giving the Iris of Grace, which she will immediately be behind on, right, with this Quayline kill.
Yep. And that's going to be a bit of a toughie here. We see Round Table here, by the way. Grafted Blade, Greatsword, and Greatsword of Solitude.
Ooh.
It's a pretty good Greatswords. Pretty great Greatswords.
Some might even say they're great swords.
Alright, yeah. Lined it up. Shot it out already.
Oh. Great to be here, Dom. Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Great to be here. Great to be here. Thanks for having me. You know.
You're so welcome. It's really my pleasure. Tom is taking his time to upgrade. Ness is dying to Thalier skip. Thalier skip, the best skip in the entire video game.
And it's not even Thalier skip. It's Oh Mother skip.
Oh, it's a different one. That's right. It's a... Yep. You know, I see Cliff.
Ooh. Claws of Night here for Tom, by the way.
I forget there are multiple places that you can die to funny torrent parkour.
True.
That's what I love about DLC Bingo, is the funny torrent parkour, honestly.
Lots and lots and lots of different ways of going about it.
Absolutely dumb.
And lots.
And lots. Mostly lots, though.
Mostly lots.
But we do see Tom here getting all situated here for his Quayline. Got his weapon upgrades, got his Skidoo upgrades, got his levels.
We got
Meanwhile, Ness
Bonneville
going
here.
through- yeah, Bonnie.
Oh, axe check, axe check. What do we got? Great axe. Plus 24?
Great axe.
Not bad, not bad.
Great axes are good. Some might even say great.
Sadly, not an Omen Killer, though. Omen Killer Cleave right here would have been really, really solid. Horned Warrior,
Do you
though.
think with the addition of this auto upgrade, do you think that we will see some emergence of power stance meta?
Maybe in the DLC, because you can buy a Claw Talisman. I feel like... I don't know. I understand that for DRL specifically, Claw or like jumping meta is a thing. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be a thing for Bingo. I think
because DPS is not always the end all be all, right?
Right. It's not. It's. I don't know. And I feel like there are squares that like ask for too many resources for you to efficiently do that as well.
Yeah, there's the economic investment.
Yep.
And yeah, very. I mean, literally, essentially just mashing R1 here on the Quayline made very quick work of him.
Yep. There we go. That's saying okay to that, which honestly for me personally, I'd be like, shit. Because row 5 now would be looking kind of terrifying, especially with the Horned Warrior square. You know, now you're going to have one Horned Warrior right here into the other one being in the sewers. That also is a great sword check, by the way.
Okay. So that is going to leave Ness in a position where she is going to be playing a little more reactively again here.
Yep.
Between that row 5 and a diagonal.
Stagger.
And yeah, she's going to have to go for probably cookbooks. I don't know if she would prioritize forges, but yeah, I mean, great first kill there from Tom.
Very nice pickup. Yeah, it looks like she is going for Emir here. Going to be setting up for Materia Mother Fingers. Emir. This also gives her obviously like access to other areas that she has to access, but gives her Golden Braid. You know, like things that are definitely a bit more mid to late game. But the setup here might be what she needs to claw back into this match right now. 3-1 for Tom.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? Is although Tom does have this early advantage, Ness is in a position where she is gaining a lot of map presence for things that she'll need it for later.
Yeah. Yep. Not exactly. Definitely we'll see how this plays out. Ness now, however, going downstairs.
Downstairs. See, yeah, that's what you can call it. Call it downstairs.
Good old downstairs. I'll say I didn't realize there's so many horned warriors here. I wonder if this is like, is this an X square or is this literally just only 2 horned warriors square? Because I feel like this should be even more.
Yeah, potentially, right? 2 is pretty dang fast.
2 is pretty free. It does promote Bellerite a little bit more, which I don't think we see enough, if I'm being honest. Row 5 now, looking very, very juicy. Also, that great axe does look like it has decent range. Clear 2 forges and 4 Kindred cookbooks. Kindred cookbooks would definitely be a really nice pickup. And Tom already immediately is like, yep, that's what I want. Gonna go straight for one of the cookbooks here. Currently in the... Hold on.
Holding? I'm holding. I'm holding on to everything that I can. Dom, you know better than I do. Dom, you can do it.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of it. It's something. It's something. It's something. I don't know. I got nothing.
What would you? I mean, let's come up with a name for it right now.
Fiend's Alcove.
That's the one. Dom, you remembered. Round of
Thanks.
applause for Dom as Ness goes into the Ancient Dragon Man fight here.
Ancient Dragon Man. Dragon Man. Oh.
So fully tanking. Oh my God, optimal trade.
Absolutely tanking the Dragon Wound Slash there. That's a little scary. I don't know where a Skidoo level's at. Has to be a little careful for sure. Double chugging here like it's Kool-Aid. I do like Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's great.
What's your favorite
Dom,
flavor?
if you see favorite flavor Kool-Aid, it's got to be grape.
Really? Yeah, I mean, I like grape. I like grape, and I like the red one. I don't know what the fuck the red one is.
That's got to be probably fruit punch.
Yeah, fruit punch. I've only seen I've only seen like the red one. I've had the red one, I should say.
Okay. Oh, Tom is actually going for Dane rather than the cookbooks. He did prep some progress on that first cookbook.
Yeah, he got
obviously.
one cookbook, but there is a cookbook right after Dane. So this is just like, hey, grab Dane and then go for... Dude, this column, row 5, column 1 is really not looking too nice here for Ness. You can get Demi-Human Mariga to block the column 1, but not fully reacting to row 5 here with it being 2 forges and 4 cookbooks is a little scary to me.
Yeah. And again, Tom, you know, he is in a position where if he wants to, he can just get 4 squares on a line and then just force Ness to, and then he just knows exactly what Ness has to do.
Yeah. This is definitely insanely tough already.
And, you know, as we know, bingo is, you know, in addition to just, you know, you have to play the game well, it is a huge game of information as well. And so knowing exactly what your opponent is up to is a massive advantage.
We got a Moonveil Mondays on our hands here for Ness after killing Ancient Dragon Man. It's not Monday, so you're not allowed to use it. Them's the rules.
Well, it is worth noting that if either of our competitors here were Australian, they would be allowed to use the Moonveil.
Nope, it has to be Monday in CST.
Oh, it's only applicable to the United States, the Central United States. Oh my gosh.
It's time zone dependent.
I had no idea. That's really good to know, actually.
Yep, that's just I didn't write it. It wasn't me.
He doesn't write the rules. He just writes them. See some more funny torrent parkour here down to Oh Mother. Thankfully, it went a little more smoothly for Tom.
And going to be going, I believe, also for Emir here because why not? Honestly, you're currently 5-1 here. You have 4 square lead. You can do a little bit of setup. You can do a little bit of backside setup, right? You got Golden Braid, Batir with their fingers, Emir, a Tree Sentinel duo, 4 squares that are pretty strong in that area. Also gives you access to Jelan and Anna in case you have to do Iris of Grace or Iris of Occultation. Also gives you Gaius for a schedule level 11.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, this is a very important part of the map to get progress on.
A cookbook right before the tunnel.
That's right.
So many things. So many things here.
Definitely a lot going on. But, I mean, this is something worth noting. This is a section of running that Ness has already done. So, you know, a little bit of an advantage for Ness in that regard. Meanwhile, Ness is going over to Charo, the Churro Grave. No, she's not. No, she isn't. She's going somewhere else.
Interesting. Morth Ruins
Back
here.
to Morth Ruins.
Maybe doing cookbooks now. There is a cookbook right after this section here.
Yeah, but I mean, this may be just a little bit late to be starting on cookbooks.
I agree. It's a little tough. It's a little tough.
You know, obviously we have the knowledge that Tom has already started prepping a little bit of that cookbook square, but Ness really doesn't have that info. I guess she could know that Tom has a little bit of advantage on cookbooks with his marking the Dane square, but
yeah, I mean, there is the cookbook here that Tom is at right now. Then he gets the cookbook near Dane, and there's 2 cookbooks actually near Dane. And, you know, if we want to try and figure out where exactly those are, we have the handy, the dandy. Where the hell
is he going to
go?
say it? He's going to say it? He's going to say the line?
Map, ladies and gentlemen, the map is back, and here we go, looking at it. Amputee already going for one of the other maps here, right next to, as you can see, this forge here. There is going to be a cookbook right here. That's where Tom's going to go. You can see his little car park into this circle. Very slowly, very nicely.
Cinemap.
Nuzzle in there real quick. Very nice. There's another cookbook. And then the last one that we're going to go for is the one that Ness grabbed here for Tom. He's going to grab that in just a bit here. He's going to port back to Morth Ruins probably and go straight through here. There we go. Hi, Tom. And, yeah, make our way towards that last cookbook. And that is really going to make this board very tough for Ness to deal with. So we'll see how that goes.
Ness really, I mean, I don't feel like Ness... Oh, is Ness's game frozen? Oh, okay. Miyazaki putting his hand on the scale here,
brother,
and just freezing Ness's game for a second.
We can't get rid of it.
We can't. We really can't. Even in real time, things are freezing. But yeah, we see Tom going towards this final cookbook. This is going to be the first time that I think Ness has really, you know, experienced some true time loss.
Yeah. There's definitely a bit of a bigger chunk of time for sure. But it looks like actually Tom... Yep, no, going for the 4th one here. Never mind. Sorry, for a second it looked like he was in between the area and Fort Reprimand. But no, there it is. 4 cookbooks. Definitely something that she should have tried to commit to a little bit sooner here. Definitely very tough.
Now she is forced into going for forges at some point during the match.
Let me go ahead and refresh both just to make sure that we're up to speed. There we go.
And Tom really can do just about whatever he wants here. That is the main advantage of going for these rush squares. Even if you're sacrificing a little bit of map presence to do it, you secure that pressure on those lines.
I think we're seeing a possible bingo line here actually from Tom. Forges.
Really? Well, I mean, we do have Ness already in one of the forges, so she would beat him if she goes straight to the other one, which I imagine she will. But I was really curious if Tom was going to just try and lock down the line as soon as he got close, or if he was going to pivot off.
Yeah, let's see how this plays out. I'm very, very curious for sure. A little moment of silence, if you will. Because
I know, it's the suspense.
If Ness gets Forge just first, this could be a really good block. And then I think she's actually closer to Dead My Human America as well. She could really get rid of these two threats. And then it's almost anyone's game. You know, it would be 6-3, obviously. But then she's really getting rid of the two biggest threats currently on the board.
Yeah, she would definitely, you know, have a huge swing in terms of how valuable that map presence she has developed is. Because right now, it's like she has developed a lot of map advantage, but she's not able to capitalize it because she has to react to Tom's plays. But if she can actually manage to stabilize the match here, then she could find herself in a really good position. Whoa! Oh, okay, a little bit of parkour.
Parkour.
Chicanery happening here.
Parkouroopsie.
I don't know if you saw that. She went for the jump across this gap and got body blocked by the chain.
Yep. Seen that before. Done it.
Have to be careful here because Tom, you know, Tom has some pretty clean movement. And so if Ness has too many incidents like that, it could end up being kind of bad for her.
Definitely looking a little tough. Here we go. Talu.
There's number one.
Not making the right pick here, in my opinion. This is gonna be square for Tom.
You think so?
Yep.
Not picking
the Forge here. This Forge that she's picking that's a doozy.
Oh no.
That is a doozy. I don't believe this is the right Forge to pick personally. The one that Tom just did is definitely faster. But Tom now going to be going for the Talu's Forge as well. Good old Randy.
Randall, as we call him.
This might be GG's here. A very early GG's in the DLC.
We see Ness entering the second Forge, but here's Tom entering his at right about the same time.
I believe there's like some way to maneuver through this area a little bit quicker where you open this and then close it when you get on top of it, kind of a situation or something.
Yeah, I mean, is that, I don't remember. I can never keep these Forges straight, honestly.
Yeah, I don't fully remember either. I know this one I think is actually that takes the longest though, from what I know.
Tom making his way through this Forge pretty quickly.
He's almost at the end already. You know, he just has to go up the ladder here and then go up the pipe, and that's two Forges.
Yeah, this is something where, you know, if you don't have everything timed out, it can be really hard to know which place to go is correct.
Yep.
And we do know that Tom does spend a lot of time actually timing how long each of these Forges takes. You know, along with all the other early game squares are all timed out as well. Dang, that is a precise looking jump that Tom just pulled there.
Yeah, I think I saw Blanks do that as well in Season 4. I believe this is it, though.
Here we go.
Here's the lever, but Tom
Coming
already
down
up
the
the pipe.
He's just got that one ladder left.
Oh, Christ.
Watching Ness slowly go up this door is absolutely brutal. You can see the thing, but she's not going to get there in time. As Tom claims the final Forge and secures the bingo line in 28 minutes. Literally, as Ness is interacting with the Forge, that is devastating on the timing there.
Damn, dude. GG's. 28 minutes and 18 seconds on game 2. That's
just one crucial decision. made all the difference there.
That one quit out mattered.
Oh my God, the one quit out mattered. You're right.
The one quit out mattered.
That was so close.
That's
and that would have
unfortunate.
been an amazing square for Ness to get, missing it by only a matter of a couple of seconds.
GG's here for Tom.
It's Tom. GG's Tom.
Yo, thank you.
GG's Tom. GG's.
Thank you.
Very well played on both the games.
Yeah, very, very well played on both here. How did you feel going into this best of threes?
I felt more nervous than I have in a while.
Yeah.
It's mostly because, you know, last season was like, it was 2v2. So you had a partner to like fall back on if things were getting rough or if you needed like any consolation and stuff. And 3 was great for that. And I kind of didn't really have that, you know, here because it's just me. So it was all like I had to kind of just get into the zone and try to keep my mental positive, you know.
Yeah, no, super fair, man. After game 1, I'm assuming there was a bit of a relief though, you know, having one game already in your pocket. Did that help at all?
Definitely helped.
Yeah,
it definitely helped. I feel like DLC is like my comfort zone, I would say.
Yeah.
I feel good in base game, but I feel like DLC I can kind of run away with some games sometimes.
Yeah.
So I was pretty fortunate on this board as well. I don't know what happened if there had to have been some kind of snipe.
Well, let's bring in Ness and we'll do a little bit of yapping. We'll bring in Ness right now. Ness, GG's.
GG's,
well
guys.
played, Ness.
GG's, Tom. Tom, did they tell you how close the Forges was?
No.
Not yet.
It was like, it was maybe like half a second.
Oh.
Yeah. And there was that quit out Ness on the parkour on the first forge. That would have made the difference.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The one quit out.
Yeah. It's all good. I should have just run to that one forge. The one that I'm in right now. I should have just run straight there from the cookbook, I think, when it was marked. I don't know. I can't remember. I literally just blacked out for the last like 3 hours. I don't know.
So, looking at like at base game for both of you guys, what was the overall game plan when seeing that board for the first time? I have the image here. Just a second, in case you don't remember game 1.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, I got it right here in general chat.
Pog. Okay.
Okay, that works too.
So, like, what was the overall game plan when seeing this board? Right, there was I would say a bit of a tough call on what exactly was the best move. I did point out to Josh immediately that Radahn was very powerful off the rip, just because it gives you access to a lot of things here. But there were different ways of going about it. What were you guys thinking, right?
I think, like, for me, wait, Millicent was on the board, right? Yeah, I saw Millicent. I was like, I had some really good Millicent practice timings this morning, but I think I would rather just, like, go and set up some other stuff. I think, hold on. I don't have the timing anymore. Oh, actually, I can go back and look at when stuff was marked, huh? Give me one sec. Yeah, I knew that the Magma Worm boss took a second. I was worried that I was going to race Tom on tunnels because I assumed that he would have done the FSB after Millicent. I think I had set up Radahn. I think I just didn't quite get there in time. But yeah, Radahn was so important that game.
Yeah. And after, like, we move out of the early game here, it looked like, Tom, you kind of, like, let Ness have the early game. You went for Millicent Invader, but then, like, really backed off. I'm assuming there was, like, the idea of, like, hey, I went for Millicent Invader, and in case Ness did not go for it and is rushing Radahn summons only, I don't want to get sniped on that. So I'm going to go and prep weapon first and kind of get some map progression and see if it's being taken or not. Is that kind of, like, how that played out, or?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted Radahn. So I knew that there were some better starting class choices for Radahn if you just want to straight up rush it.
Yeah.
But I went for the synergy play with the Colossal Armament
Oh, that's kind of
and I decided to upgrade the weapon first and kind of see what Ness is gonna do. I didn't know if Millicent was a sniper or not. My Millicent wasn't super clean. She stayed away from the geyser on the first one. And when you marked Magma Worm boss, I was like, okay, I'm ahead on Radahn. That makes sense. And then I think you marked tunnels, and I was like, I should probably peel off of Radahn and make sure I get Worm Face, so that way, it stops some threats. I felt like Worm Face was a square at the time that was kind of important. So then I used that, and I wasn't entirely sure. I saw how much time it took for the second tunnel, so I was like, it could have been Fallen Star Beast if, you know, Ness was upgraded a bit. It could have been Old Altus Tunnel. So I wasn't entirely sure, so I left the Somber Stone Bell Bearing up until after Radahn. So I would just, because I wanted to block Column 2. Column 2 was the most important, I think, because of Vike and like explosive physic can like take a while, and if you get sniped on it, it's really bad. So I didn't want to be in that situation.
Yeah, I just and for you, Ness, I mean, you went for Magma Worm boss first, and then you went straight for Scaly Misbegotten. Was that because, first off, it seemed like a little bit less contested, and Radahn summons only, or not without summons, was maybe just a little too rushy for you? Or was it also because, the way I saw it anyways, was for Magma Worm and Scaly Misbegotten are 2 weapon checks to see, like, okay, can I get maybe something a little bit better than this broadsword that I'm currently using?
Yeah, Magma Worm is definitely, like, it's nice to have a weapon check. It was a Kaled boss. I know it's a little bit slow, but it is a Kaled boss, and it is a tunnel. I really did think Tom had killed the FSB by that point. So I was worried that I was racing him on tunnels. And I know, hold on, I think I wanted to save my Stone Sword keys, so I didn't want to do the Old Altus tunnel. And... Wait, did I want to hold on? Sorry, again, I just
save your
no. I just blacked out for 3 hours. Never mind. I didn't want to save my sensor keys. I was just like, I know the Weeping Tunnel's really fast. I can grab some ones in there. I can kill the Misbegotten really fast. So that was kind of what I was thinking. Like I can get some ones along the way with a boss.
Did you upgrade for the Magma Worm?
No. I can't remember.
No.
I don't think
I don't
did.
believe
I got
so.
the rock grease. I got the rock grease.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rock grease. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad, but he did run a couple times, which was really mean. He'd be doing that. But yeah, I think I was hoping that I would be able to get to Radahn first. I don't want to say I've been known. I don't know if people even know me, but like I've been known to rush Radahn. Maybe it's just Stockholm syndrome from last time, but I do enjoy killing him this now bouts. But yeah, I think maybe I just should have rushed it faster because of how important he was. Sometimes I feel like with rushing Radahn, it's kind of like a game of like chicken, because I don't know. I'm still trying to work on whether I should just go straight for like the tier 1.5 rush squares versus like the straight up rush squares. So it's just something I'm working on. But yeah, I don't know. GG's, Tom.
Yeah, GG's. I think it was a reasonable call to say like I was going for Fallen Star Beast, because I mean, Somberstone Bellbearing is like a really powerful square.
Yeah.
Because you can get every upgrade stone except the Lake of Rot basically from that square alone. So because of that, like, yeah, it totally makes sense that I was potentially going for tunnels at the same time, like kind of a synergy play to go for 2 tunnels, get like 2 squares for 1. So yeah, I understand why you thought that I was doing that.
Yeah, I guess I saw for like, and this is like a comment on rushing Radahn, right? I think the rushing Radahn thing, even if you lost out on Radahn specifically without summoning NPCs, it still gives you so much to work with on this board specifically, right? Because you get bosses in Caelid, you get access to Ancestor Spirit a bit more quickly, Finger Slayer Blade, you get access to Fia's Champs, you get access to Memory of Grace just through his money, you get access again to Crucible Misbegotten Warrior Duo. So even, and at least for me, even if I lose out on the race of Radahn, I still get other things that I can really lean into. And even Crucible Knights, right? Because you got the 2 Crucible Knights right before Gargoyles. Like, there's so much that was behind Radahn that to me was like, okay, even if I lose this race, man, like, I'm still going to do it early because it's a lot of money. It's going to kind of front load some of my damage, but also it really opens up and I can respond a lot more quickly than kind of leading it and like keeping it out, you know, just being paranoid and being sniped on that square specifically, you know? I do think
that makes sense.
Yeah. I do think the Exikes play was nuts though. I did like that. I thought it was a cool play because it genuinely is like you don't see Exikes a lot, and it was a nice double up, and it's good money, you know. So
Dude, Tom, he had like 0.5 like 0.5 HP. He had half an HP, and then just like point blank did the what was it? It was like
breath.
Yeah,
the backup breath. I was just like,
that one's so evil.
One tap me,
so
literally just one tap me.
Yeah,
It was tough because like your back was also kind of up against the wall, and like you didn't really have anywhere to go either.
Yeah.
Like that was brutal.
But it's okay. Yeah, I definitely. Oh yeah, go ahead, Tom.
Did you think about killing Theo as one of your Dragonheart bosses? Because I was thinking you might do like Theo into 30 int, but I guess 30 int wasn't that powerful at the time because you were gonna get Dragonheart bosses anyway.
Yeah, I wanted the Caelid synergy for Exikes.
Sure.
Because and also I Theo definitely is an option. I think I was just kind of like dead set on like, okay, how can we get like Caelid bosses here? You sniped me. It wasn't like super close. I think I just started hitting the Crucible Knight guys. I think for the duo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but that was
like
a snipe.
relatively close as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up dying once on them like a dummy, but yeah, I kind of held that a little longer than I wanted to.
Yeah.
I probably could have just done one Tree Spirit and like right after the Hero's Grave just go straight to Misbegotten and been okay on that line. So yeah, you almost took that from me.
I thought that you were gonna rush it, and I think I just remember at one point saying like, okay, I'm gonna give him like 3 minutes, and if he doesn't mark it, I'm gonna go for it. I went for something else first. Hold on. What did I do? Oh, I think no, it was because I fucking died to Exikes. That's literally why. Because I would have.
Yep.
I would have gone straight there after Exikes. I was like, I'm gonna kill Exikes and then go kill the duo, and then that would have been. I think that was my fourth. That would have been my fourth Caelid boss, I think. Yeah, that's what happened. Oh, Monka.
And then of course, like the first Exikes fight, like took forever, and then the second one was really fast. Like.
But the reason I was using the greatsword is my plan was to stagger him with the greatsword and then get the bleed proc with the Uchi, but it didn't really work out.
Yeah, I guess it worked out. Just Unsheath just wound up being better.
Yeah,
but...
yeah.
I think also to keep in mind for future matches is that I feel like some players don't fully realize it yet, is that Worm Phase is such an early threat, such an early square. Like, I think a lot of people are like, oh, because it's an Altas and everything, people don't really consider it as much still, but it's such an early game square that you can really lean into, because also, if you see Radahn on the board, you have to get an Altas Grace. So most of the time, you're going to be grabbing, you know, the Bridge Grace anyways, and then you're right there. So I think you're kind of like almost like pushed into almost an early Worm Phase regardless. So, yeah, I think keeping an eye on that in future matches is definitely worth thinking about, right?
No, that makes sense. Yeah, I think I was just turboed on the Caelid, but that's.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about anyone specifically. I'm just talking in general, because I feel like just in general, people kind of like forget how easy it is to grab an early Worm Face, you know,
and
just avoiding the death blight.
Get grabbed by Worm Face. So.
Yeah, that too. That too. Then we had game 2 here with the DLC. What was I know that with the pauses, and I'm so sorry about the pauses. That definitely probably messes with like your overall mental going into the game. You're trying to just keep track of everything, and then you're told to pause. So I apologize for that. I'm gonna try and figure it out hopefully within this next week, if not after the preseason. But what was your guys' idea, I guess, looking at this board? Because both you guys said you didn't want to reset, you liked the board. What was the things that you liked about it?
Okay, for me, I knew Tom was gonna go Mikula Crosses. It's a great square. I didn't want to say I knew I wouldn't beat him to it. Let's just say the odds were maybe stacked against me. So I was like, I have the Antspur Rapier. I think the Antspur Rapier is fun and neat and cool. I'm gonna go kill Bowls. That's gonna be my rush square. And then I basically was like, okay, I think the two tracks here are south because there were a lot of south squares, or like back section Ballarat. And I wasn't sure what Tom was gonna go for, so I assumed he wasn't gonna go for larval tiers. I was hoping that if he marked crosses, that I could sort of snag some larval tiers while doing bowls. I know that there are 2 larval tiers by Morth Ruins. I think I maybe just miscalculated how much time I had. But
Did
yeah,
you have
so
a larval tier before you kill balls?
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
No. But yeah, so my plan basically was like, okay, if Tom shows Ballarat back section, then I'm gonna go south, and then like vice versa. And I kind of started setting up back section. Like I grabbed the Grace past the bridge by Bonnie Village, and then I saw that you marked Queeline, I think it was. You marked Queeline, and I was like, okay. I was hoping that you weren't just. I just didn't see like the steamrolling of column 5 until it was a little bit too late, because I was like, okay, it's fine, we can get cookbooks because there's the Kindred cookbook in south, so I killed ADM. But that was just a little bit too late.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's the one by the Ram, right?
Yeah, I was thinking of doing that and just going straight through Ellic River, but I decided that, at least for my cookbooks, the long one was back section that I went for instead.
Okay, that's. Can I just ask? Okay, so there's it's by the Grace by Ymir, right? And then you just go to the left of the tunnel to go to back section. That's where it
you
is,
just
right?
go
Okay.
above it and above the tunnel.
Okay, that's what I
It's
thought.
in the very back on the left.
Okay, cool. But yeah, that was kind of my thought process there.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it was definitely a tough row 5, I think, to see initially, especially with Unique Horned Warriors being a new square. So you don't really know that, or you don't really keep in mind, obviously, that Ballarat has 2, I think actually 3, that are just lingering about. There's one like in the sewers right before the Tree Spirit in Ballarat that also drops a unique greatsword that are just kind of like looming about. I don't know if this is an X square. I was saying this actually during the broadcast. I'm like, if this is not an X value square, I really should change it, because there's actually quite a few of these guys, and it would be better if it was like
I think
versatile.
I've had one where there's 3.
Okay.
I feel it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my initial plan after crosses was gonna be go for Red Bear. But I figured I could get tiers, and then when I was going to the 3rd tier, I was like, Queeline's better, because then I can force pressure on row 5. I'm getting closer to cookbooks. It feels like it's just good synergy. The only thing is like forges. And I was debating whether or not I wanted to go for it, and I kind of figured that if I went for it, I wouldn't be losing that much progress compared to Ness, because I mean she's going for it too. So I was like, okay, I'll just go for the Telu Forge. If I get sniped, I'll just get the Spirit Ash from that.
Yeah, right.
Was kind of the thought process.
Which is definitely nice. And I think also, like, I think the back section play was definitely a good idea from both of you guys. You both were kind of prepping towards it because you had quite a few things that leaned into it, like 4 squares, right? You had Matir, Mother Fingers, Emir, Golden Braid, and Tree Sentinel Duo. And it kind of like works towards Grace / Occultation if you have to do Jolanna and Anna, if you have to do both squares. So overall, that just seemed really, really strong. I was expecting, personally, from watching, that Demi-Human Marigold would have been taken care of a little bit sooner, because it was something that was kind of scary on column 1 that you could get pretty early.
Yeah. Row 2 was really scary.
Yeah, if you get that
So-
Mariga and Oil of Radahn, then all of a sudden, you know, that Road 2 is kind of annoying to stop, right?
That was kind of
Yeah.
my hope, is I was like, if I can get forges or cookbooks, then I know I have I assumed I had Prio and South, and I could just sort of try to steamroll that way. So that was kind of the hope there.
Yeah, had you gotten the forges, you would have had like really nice advantages on other
Yeah.
parts of the map. So
Ample time for sure.
I think if Forges was marked, I was gonna next rush row 1.
makes sense.
Was
Yeah.
the plan.
Yeah, I was thinking
Fair.
too, it probably would have been better if I did Taylor second, because, I'm, say I win the square, then I could just immediately run and go get the other 2 Spirit Ashes from there, so I don't have to TP more. I was just thinking about that, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I gotcha. I gotcha. Well, GG's to you, Tom. GG's moving on to the winner's bracket. You do have the next match as a bye, so you're moving straight towards into the semifinals
Yeah.
here.
Bye, Tom.
Uh,
See you later.
Which is, I mean, obviously solid, right? You get to immediately go into the
Yeah.
semifinals here with this one. And Ness, we'll see you still, like, you still get, you know, an extra match here to move on into the losers bracket. I believe it's going to be you, Chris, and CBD, and we're going to be waiting for the other match first to play out, which is going to be Chris versus Blanks, and then whoever loses that match is going to be your opponent.
Okay. Awesome.
So, yeah, tough matchups all around. These have been great games. These have been great games. It's going to be really, really fun to watch. And I think it's going to be awesome just seeing your guys' future matches. I appreciate you guys so much for playing, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday.
Thank you guys
Yeah,
so much.
huge round of
thank you,
applause
you
for the
too.
players.
Thank you for playing with me. Catch me next week. Catch Tom not next week. Bye, Tom.
So I'm not
Yeah.
playing next week? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
no play for you next week, Tom. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you
Okay.
guys so much. Have a
Okay.
great day.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, have a
Yeah, y'all
great day,
too.
guys.
Super fun matches to watch.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.